How's it going, guys? I got a pick here. This week one, Eagles versus Cowboys. We got a bit of an interesting matchup when it comes to being a division game. A lot of history between these two teams. Um, I think especially with Dak Prescott kind of being injured and not really prevalent last season, it's going to be an interesting one to see how he performs. Just kind of even for both sides. We got Eagles coming off of hot season, obviously a Super Bowl. But we didn't really see much during preseason from these starters. Same as long with Cowboys. We didn't see much, at least from Dak. We've seen a lot of other players, but not really key role players. Especially with that Micah Parsons trades, obviously that's going to be super prevalent in this game. Whether it's the hype or the media going crazy, or if it's actually going to make a difference, which it will. Michael Parsons obviously is a big piece of the Cowboys' defense last year. I just think the Eagles are going to be too tough, too put together of a team. They got a lot of same pieces that they came in last year. I think this is just a tough one for Dak to come back to and have to play this game and prove that he's ready for the season. And I think that Dak will perform. I just don't think that the Eagles as a whole are going to perform like they want to, like they expect them to. I don't think that the Eagles are going to dominate and beat up on them this season. Obviously, they face them twice. I think this week one is going to be pretty good of a smackdown, I hope. From the Eagles, I can see them winning pretty decently. I think just this Cowboys is just not ready to face a team like this week one. I think Cowboys with a lot of O-line changes is just going to be difficult. With the pass rush of the Eagles have, just their defense as a whole. The George Pickens, he's nice for the Cowboys. That's going to add a lot, but I don't think that's what the Cowboys needed, was another wide receiver to set their offense apart. I don't think that's what is going to take them to the next level. And I think it's going to be a nice addition, but it's going to take some time throughout the season for him to kind of get adjusted to this offense. He's a guy that, had problems in Steelers, so we don't know how the locker room is with him and Des Bryant as well. It seems like they're good buddy, but we don't know. We don't know how Dak is getting along and how he's handling the relationship between the two. So it's like you have two number ones. That might be an issue, but it might not be. I just think this Cowboys team is just gonna need some time to adjust to their full squad. Their O-line is gonna need to take some snaps and see some different looks. I could see the Cowboys winning them this season, but just not this game. It's just not this game that it's going to happen. The only thing that does scare me for this matchup this week, during this week one matchup, is Dak's career against the Eagles. It's been pretty well. He's 9-4 against the Eagles, which is when he's healthy. That's a good record. It's a winning record. It's especially against a division team where you see him twice. 9-4 is a good record. And then when you talk about head-to-head against Jalen Hurts, you're talking Dak Prescott's 2-1. I believe he has, in those matchups, he has a really good statistic of 8 touchdowns, zero interceptions, with a pass rating of 119, which is really good. But can Dak get going on week one, get back to that Dak Prescott where, he's throwing really well and he's using his feet, he's getting out the pocket, he's making defenders miss? Will he be that Dak Prescott week one, and will the Cowboys be ready against the defending champs Eagles? I just don't see it. I think it's just going to be a tough spot for them. I think Super Bowl champs right off the bat already, when they're during that opener the following season of coming off of a nice championship win, those openers, the returning champs are 8-2 in the last 10 seasons for those openers. 8-2. And we're talking about ATS against the spread. Those teams are 6-4. It's a bit risky, those ATS. You know, that is a bit of a, but we're talking different teams, we're talking different things. You know, it's just a crazy interesting fact, a crazy little stat that I was able to find the last 10 seasons. 8-2, sorry, not 6-4, 7-3 against the spread, which is also really well. You know, so I think for my pick, I'm going the spread. I'm taking the Eagles. I think right now they have the line at, let me see, they have the line, William Hills has the line here in Vegas. They have it at -8. They have the line at -8, -110, and they have the Eagles money line at -440. There's no money in the money line. -440. The Cowboys, this is a division game. They could pull it off in a crazy rare circumstance. It's possible. So that -440 doesn't make sense to me to place. That's a lot of money. Even as Super Bowl defending champs, that's just a lot of money. I liked it at 7. I got in a little early. I don't know if I care too much for the 8. Just for the value sense of it. But really, realistically, Eagles are coming out here and beating them by more than 10. I would like 9.5 even, just to be safe for that 10. If we're talking extending this and trying to kind of find some plus money and some real value in it, I don't even mind a 13 -13.5, 2 touchdowns. I see Saquon coming in hot. I see Brown getting a touchdown. I just see this as a really good start for the Eagles to kind of just get back on the train like they were last year. They're at home, which is just even more tough spot for the Cowboys. I really see Saquon, AJ Brown getting one in there. Don't mind a Jalen Hurts sneaking one in there for a QB sneak. I really see a pretty sizable win right here for the Eagles week 1. So that's my pick here for week 1, Eagles versus Cowboys. We're taking Eagles with the spread. We're extending the clip if you want to say, and I would even say 13.5, but to play it safer, I would go -9.5, clearing those 10 points. I think you're still getting plus money for that right there. Let me see. At -9.5 to clear that 10, you're getting 104, so you're getting even odds. Like I said, if you're extending that clip with that 13.5, you get plus 150, which is, I like those odds. You're getting a little bit back with what you put. But yeah, that is my pick here for week 1. Have a good one, guys.